Welcome to my channel. Anime, how are you today?
I'm good at it. How are you?
I'm alright. Thank you so much for talking to us. So, Ayanime is an etiquette consultant and coach and many things. These days are all sorts of career descriptions. So, what would you describe yourself as?
I would describe myself as an etiquette educator.
Young girl. So, how did you get into that?
Oh, it was during the lockdown, actually. So, it was such a terrifying time. We didn't even know if we would ever come out of the house again. And the more time I spent on social media, the more depressing it got. So I started taking courses. And I just stumbled on this course, I think Dining Etiquette 101. And I really loved, the information I got. It just made me feel a lot better. It helped me understand why I was always so nervous in social situations and what I could do to feel more confident. And when I learned it, I felt like, okay, I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who feel the same way that I do. And I started sharing content about it. And before I could say Jack Robinson, it became a career. It never started out as a career, never.
That's interesting. I remember one of your videos went viral. I think it was the one about how we shouldn't. It had to do with food.
It was suya.
Aha!
I was trending in the country.
You said we shouldn't eat suya with our hands or something.
Oh,
I'm like, what's she talking about? So was that just a trend, or you really think that?
It wasn't a trend. This is the thing. What most people don't know is I'm still trying to deal with the fame side of things, because when I was sharing content, it was out of excitement. Oh, let me teach people. But I didn't know that at the other end was visibility. It never really occurred to me, because sometimes, like, even my sister was like, when you were creating, what did you think was going to happen? It never occurred to me. So the suya thing had to do when I attended an event, and it was hosted by some expatriates, and they served suya, in skewered, on a stick rather. It hadn't been cut out. So everybody, we're all struggling. How do we eat? This is not how they serve us suya in Nigeria. What is all this? So I just realized that it was so easy to just use your fork, push everything out, and then start to cut it. And I wanted to share that with my country people.
But your country people were not having it.
Not at all. It was, I think it was both good and bad, because I got a lot of visibility, I got a lot of messages, a lot of jobs came into, but it was overwhelming, because I didn't even go near Twitter. I didn't even want to, because no. So that was how that happened, really.
So do you think that was, say, a turning point in that particular career of yours before we get into your second career?
Yeah, I know. Funny enough, the Suya video wasn't even the turning point, because that was, okay, I think that just gave me visibility in Nigeria, but the turning point was a video on, I think, how to enter a car, because that was when my followership went from, I think, 5,000 to 50,000.
Oh, wow.
In, I think, 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Because the video had
over
2.5 million views.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah, so that was where everything shifted. So the Suya video was more like, just, I don't know, trending in Nigeria. See, it wasn't like it really led to anything serious,
And the other one was the reaction was mostly positive, I believe, really, the car one.
Really positive. A lot of the women were like, oh, I needed this, oh, thank you for this. And then a lot of the guys were like, please tell them we have seen things and things, Yeah, so that was a very good one.
Okay, so now that I know you said you didn't start out wanting to make it a career. So now that it has become that, where are you going with it?
Okay, so I'm working towards getting internationally certified.
Aha!
That is where I'm heading to, because I would like to take my business from online to offline. I'd like to work with government parastatals, and because I recently got a job with, not recently, I almost got a job. But they were like, oh, we'd like to see your certification, and that was a problem. And I said, you know what, I'm getting this. So that's my next goal right now, to get international.
Is it difficult to get? Is it just an online course you take? What?
It's a £4,000 course.
Wow! With Nigeria's current exchange rate,
it's about 4 million naira.
I wish you luck, girl.
But I cannot wait to get it, because that's where my my whole mind, my whole spirit is there.
And there are no cheaper options?
I guess because of the certification, because there are cheaper options. You could go take a course, $500, but this one gives you, I think, about 4 or 5 different internationally recognized certificates that you can work anywhere in the world. Not every school has that, so that is why I'm going for that.
Okay, we wish you the very best. Okay, so before you go, we also know that you're also an actor. So do you want to tell us about that? Which you seem to have put that a bit on hold, and I see that you're concentrating more on the etiquette. Is that because that's paying? There's more money there, or you have had it Nollywood, the wala is too much?
Not really, because acting has always been my first love. I love acting. That's the funny thing. I love acting. I love this just disappearing into somebody's character for a couple of days. I love coming on set and meeting people. It can be challenging sometimes, but I love all of it. But I realized that it cannot be the only thing I'm doing, because before you get to a certain level of visibility and fame, there's a whole lot of process to go through. And I didn't want to take jobs that was just based on Bele ministry.
That's a new one.
Yeah, I wanted to be able to just accept and reject jobs in a way that I just understood I'm okay if I don't take the job, because I noticed that there was a lot of we cannot come for 5 days, we'll give you 10,000, and I could, Aunty, I like the finer things of life.
I can see that.
Is it my transport or is it no? So I just realized that, and when this career started, even before this career started, I was already thinking of getting a job. But when this one happened, and then I started creating courses and the reception and everything, I said, okay, let me just build a certain financial freedom here, and then I can come back.
So how's that going? So this is enough. I mean, I know that you're probably not making $5,000 a month or something, but are you making enough to get by at least?
Oh, definitely. Am I allowed to talk figures?
Of course,
okay.
Of course. Nigerians don't like to talk figures, but very once in a while you meet people who do, and I really appreciate it.
Okay, so
always saying, you want your mother's village people to come after you.
I think that's just giving the devil too much power.
Yes, I agree.
So the person who inspired me to start creating courses was her name is Financial Jennifer. She teaches women how platform is all about women financial education. And I remember she did her first class, and she had over 100 students, right? And then she did her second class. I used to tell her, in case you did not calculate, I calculated for you.
Oh, she's Nigerian?
Oh, yes, she is.
Oh.
That lady made over 20 million naira.
Wow. On an online course.
Online. And it's not class. Zoom, sitting down, let me teach you how to
One
invest.
off. That's it.
One off, Aunty.
I'm in the wrong industry.
One off. Now she has another class coming up. Over 600 registered students at 9,300 naira. Please do the calculation. Let's do it. Anyways.
That's incredible.
So she inspired me, and I started creating courses. So my first class, I had 100 students, and it was 5,000 naira. So I made 500,000. Okay.
Okay, not bad. I'm sure you're like, okay. Particularly when Nollywood was offering you 5,000.
So I decided, okay, let me elevate the experience, because I didn't want it to be this class that people just think it's 5,000 naira, let's stay. So I elevated the experience a bit, and I created a proper course, internationally acceptable course, everything, did all the research, did all the filming, and then I put the price tag at 15,000. And the first registration, the first batch, we had about, I think, 120 or 30 something people, thereabout. Now I'm running another course, and we are at 135 so far.
That's interesting. I'm also impressed that there are these many people who want to learn etiquette and stuff like that.
Oh, they are.
I would not have thought, to be honest.
That's the thing. I never thought there would be like a market for it. Sometimes when I'm creating my courses, I'm terrified. I'm like, who will buy? you know. But then I would do it and finish, and I'll just pray about it. I say, Father, I've done my part. Now you take over, and I'll get the rest because I'm like, oh my goodness.
Come and lay hands on me.
So I never knew, but there are a lot of women. Funny enough, the foundation for it, some people may think it's weird, but it's not really weird. A lot of them want to level up to meet high value men, they want to level up to travel the world and be able to conduct them. So there's a lot of reasons. There are a lot of reasons, but I've come to find out that every reason is valid. No matter what it is you want to do with it, it's valid because at the end of the day, it's personal and professional development, and that's it.
I'm going to sign up to one of those courses.
Oh my God!
Thank you so much for talking to us,
Bye.
Ayanime. It's really been an eye-opener, really, on very many levels. And I'm so proud of what you're doing, and I can't wait for you to make 20 million from one course. It's going to happen. So now I'm going to ask you some random fun questions.
Okay.
Yes. So, jollof rice or rice and stew?
Jollof rice.
Eba or fufu?
Eba, please.
Red or green?
Ooh, that's okay. I'll do red.
TV or film? I mean, series or film?
Series.
Really? Why?
Yes. Because I love sitcoms, like old sitcoms, like the Golden Girls.
I love the Golden Girls.
So those sitcoms every time.
Thank you so much, Ayanime. You're a delight to talk to.
Thank you for having me.